Hi, in this slide, what I've done is taken a global icon, McDonald's, and sort of summarized the history of some of the changes they've made, because McDonald's, to their credit, has been a perpetual innovator for a long, long time. In fact, what Ray Kroc took from the McDonald brothers in San Bernardino back in uh, the mid 50s and started scaling up has become the single largest wealth machine on the planet for entrepreneurs and stakeholders. And everybody understands products. So that tends to be what we try to improve first. Let's add things to the menu. The original McDonald Brothers restaurant only had 9 items, and they only served lunch. Well, at one point, one of the franchisees, probably an Irish fellow, decided to take green dye, put it in the milkshakes on St. Patrick's Day, and it was sort of a big local hit. So McDonald's said, "Cool, let's spread that idea around," and lots of franchises started doing green milkshakes on St. Patrick's Day, particularly in large Irish Catholic uh, areas. Well, how difficult is this to knock off? And there it is. The next thing was to sort of say, well, let's try to sell the customer more by doing a bundling. If you buy 1 plus 2 plus 3, it would equal, X. But if we bundle it and say buy all three, then you get 10 off X, and that would get people to sort of stretch and buy more. Same with the idea of, hey, don't get a burger, get a Big Mac. In other words, you're looking like you need to go on a diet. Can we supersize you with a Big Mac or super fries? So this is basically trying to, sell the customer more stuff, get a bigger share of stomach, make the stomachs bigger kind of thing. Now, more difficult than a product innovation is a process. So you have to. Now, I'm not saying that to create a Big Mac and have all the automated Big Mac machinery that they put in there and so forth wasn't a huge deal, and it was a breakthrough kind of product on the menu. These were not breakthrough products, just bundling existing products. But the process, when McDonald's first started going, the really compelling thing were the French fries, and so when they decided to scale up French fry cooking and go to new French fry cookers, this was a big deal because they didn't want to blow the fantastic taste of the Idaho russet potatoes that got aged and cured for a certain number of weeks under certain conditions and so forth. Uh, and even a bigger level was to say, gee, as our French fried automation plants, these stores are getting more complicated, we need to have people who really know what they're doing. So let's take average Joes and run them through Hamburger University and turn them into black belt first, second degree operators within the McDonald's store environment. Now, if you took these people out of there and put them in a different restaurant, they would be fish out of water. You think that what you're looking at is incredible intelligence, when in fact it's programmed intelligence for a certain very specific context. And then even a higher level thing is when you try to franchise nationally and internationally and figure out how to regulate the quality, the consistency, and so forth, so that you have no matter where you go in the world, the French fries taste exactly the same. Again, this is just a higher level process. A next level of difficulty is when you do strategic changes, where you're sort of reweaving and the whole products, processes, and way you go to market. So when they said, let's diversify, we've got this huge free cash flow coming off our burger plants. Where should we park it? Should we open up more burgers in further away places? Or should we try to get into other fast food kind of niches? So they did a big Boston Markets acquisition, which did not work out for them. They decided, instead of just doing lunch and sort of dinner, they're going to open up and do the whole breakfast and have the Egg McMuffin and so forth. And then finally, global expansion. So when they went globally, they were taking all of these changes and saying, let's go into other countries and cultures and so forth. So this gives you an example of working from the very easy on 2 dimensions, product, process, strategy, and small, medium, and large. So you can start to flow chart your past and future plans on a grid like this and say, how much can we handle? And maybe we should start small and build up momentum and get to bigger, tougher stuff. End of this little clip. Thank you.